What's going on, everybody? I'm Selna, America's face of dating. And in case you guys are new to my channel, I help guys who have been out of a divorce or they've been out of a breakup, or guys that they have all the missing pieces together and they really just want to attract their dream relationship. I help you guys actually do that. And so in case you guys also have been watching my channel for a little while, you notice this is not my typical background. I'm in Dallas, Texas with my girlfriend currently, and I'm in a simulation room recording this video because I needed some silence, I guess, or like a quieter room. So this might not be like the best audio, but it should still be good enough to make it last. But as they say, man, the show must go on. So that's what we're doing today. And today we're gonna be talking about really just how to get the first date and just make it successful, right? We're gonna be talking about more first date basics and how to really get there and make the first date a success so you can get the second date and the third date and the fourth date and so on. And so we're breaking down one of my clients' results here in my program about how we got Brett his first date like ever. And literally Brett came into my program, I think 45 days ago, got his first date ever. Super fucking cool dude. I believe he's almost 30, something like that. He has a really great career. He works with some family. They started some business with like a factory, I believe, or like a manufacturing company. And he has to work night shift twice a week, or twice a month, I believe, for 2 weeks straight. But he has a really great career, makes great income, has a really nice car, likes to travel, right? Likes to do things and have fun. But he came to me after he read my best-selling book and he was like, dude, I really resonated with your book. It really helped. But he's like, I think I just need more just like coaching more on like, you know, how to actually get the date and actually get my dream relationship, right? How to actually do that. And just, I wanted to work closer. So that's what we did. And literally 45 days in, he had never been on a date before, he said. And he got his first date ever and just absolutely fucking crushed it. Most guys can't even do that. They can't even get to the first date. And so we're breaking down just really how he did that. And it's just really cool to see just my clients crushing it like this. It just really inspires me to keep doing this. And especially all the comments that you guys even post on my Instagram, my Facebook, and my YouTube here about how my work really empowers you and inspires you guys. I really appreciate that. So make sure you keep that up and keep supporting my channels, man. My TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, and YouTube. I really appreciate you guys' support of Team SK here. So Brett, you know, in this picture here, this is a screenshot from my program. She posted in the Wins channel. He said, had a date last night, went really well, was definitely into me. She brought up a kiss twice, teased her about it, ended the night with a kiss, of course. A couple of things I noticed I could have done better. We could all do better, right? But confidently can say the date went well. And that's because we prepared him, right? Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. That's what luck is. The fact that like he was prepared, he met an opportunity with a really great chick, boom, that's when luck appears out of nowhere, right? I think that when you know something is wrong, right? Like let's say for example this, right? When you know that you have to attract a quality relationship and you know that something is not right and you actively take measures like doing a program like this and you actively take measures to work on that and go in that direction, then yes, like life is going to reward you more. It's just something in life happens where it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Some people call it God, some people call it magic, some people call it the Buddha, or I don't know, man. Like I don't know what it is, but when you actively work on something, a part of your life that you know has to change, it's like life just moves things for you. It just moves for you. It's very fucking interesting how it works, man. Just like when I started this business of coaching guys and writing my book, it seemed like I had nothing going for me, right? All I had was just a fucking fire in my heart and a want to know that I want to help people, right? And I wrote that book and it just seemed like, you know, oh, suddenly on TikTok, a video of mine gets 1 million views and then 8 million views. And I just, from 0 followers to 100,000 followers over fucking night, my life changed. It seemed like life was just moving for me because I didn't have any money either. I spent every fucking last penny I had into that book and into this equipment that I'm still recording on to this day. The same equipment that I started with, literally still recording on that, right? I got a ring light here. That's the only thing that's changed because I couldn't fucking pack my big ass light set in my studio into the bag, right? I could have, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. It's just a bitch of a process, right? But it's like life fucking moves for you, dude. And it's like when I really went all in, life was like, we're gonna make something happen for you, dude. That's a lesson for you guys too. Go all in, do a program like this. If you know you need help, life is gonna move for you, dude. Trust me. It's really fucking remarkable how that stuff happens. It's like magic. But something about Brett is that we had to change the way that he talked to girls, right? That's the first thing, is that you have to change your results. There's no other fucking way around it, right? You have to change your results. And the first thing we had to change was his mindset. Super logical guy, right? Women are more emotional. And so you have to learn how to actually talk to women. And it can be hard, dude. I get that dating, it can be hard as fuck. If you don't have the right action steps, it's gonna be hard as fuck, right? It's gonna be challenging forever. But once you have the right action steps, it becomes very, very clear on the things that you need to do and how to actually do that, right? So you need to actually learn this stuff where it's like, you have to change the change, right? So like we started changing the way that he talked to girls and just how he communicated with them. For example, like if a girl was talking about how she just, you know, she said good morning. You're just like, oh, good morning. Were you dreaming about me last night? Right? A very high status, confident interpretation. And I challenge you guys all, an action step for you guys that I give to you guys in my program. Your interpretation about yourself has to change, right? That's the most important part because it starts as a thought. Everything starts as a thought and it turns into an action action, aka how you say things, how you do things, what you do, how you respond to people, and then it becomes your results, right? And then your results dictate your thoughts about yourself. And so everything has to start as a thought. I don't know, when a girl bumps into you, how does a confident man interpret that versus a low confident man? No confidence, low self-esteem guy. A confident guy is gonna be like, she just bumped into me to try to get my attention. A low value man's gonna be like, oh, it was an accident. No girl would ever bump into me on purpose because I'm just too ugly, or whatever they would say to themselves. That is the difference right there. That makes a fucking difference in your results, man. I can't emphasize it enough. That's the difference right there, right? It all starts as a thought, how you think about yourself, how you think about other people, and how they view you, right? It's so easy to think that, oh, this person's judging me, this person thinks I'm weird. I'm just like, that person thinks I'm sexy as fuck. That person probably wants to be me. That's not gonna be true all the time. I think it is though. That mindset, that thought process is gonna serve you guys so much more than a low value interpretation about yourselves. That's the first thing that needs to change. Another thing I wrote down here is that on the date, let's say 80% of the date should literally be her talking, right? It should be her talking. That 20% is you either A, flirting back, or B, misdirecting the conversation back onto her. So what does that even mean, right? What does that mean? Let's say that she's talking about, so tell me about you. You haven't been talking like a lot on this date, I feel like. That's good when she says that, right? But it's also a test. If you just start blabbing your mouth, she's gonna lose attraction, right? She wants to see if you just do what she says. So how do you make it look like you're not avoiding something while also keeping her growing the attraction, right? It's very tricky, but it's actually very simple if you know the right action steps, as I told you guys, right? It's very difficult if you don't know the right action steps. If you're on the date with her, she's like, oh, so like, tell me about you. Like, I don't know much about you. Give her a little bit, give her like a little bit of a crumb that keeps her chasing, then put it back on her. Be like, I don't know, like, I think I talked to you about this before, but like my parents went through a really hard divorce when I was younger. This is actually true about me, right? My parents went through a really hard divorce when I was younger, and it really impacted my confidence for a lot of my life. I was bullied a lot, and I don't know, that was just the one thing that really changed my life, was just that painful moment that sent us into a spiral about why I do what I do today. But I'm curious, like, you know, why you're even asking that question. I feel like everyone has a chapter in their book, right, metaphorically, right, that really just changed their view on life and really changed how they perceive things, like a really painful moment. I was wondering, if it's personal, you don't have to tell me, but like, I'm wondering, what was that painful moment for you? And me just saying that right now, I know you guys are listening like, holy fuck, dude, like that got me. I've been on a lot of dates, I've practiced, right? But that's gonna get the girl to bring her back, and that's how you put it back on her, is like you give her a little bit, right? Tell her a little bit. When I told you guys that, you guys know a little bit about me, right? But you don't know everything about me. And that's what's gonna bother the chick too, is that she's like, I don't know everything about this guy. And so now she's gonna be talking about herself, and she's gonna be like, wow, like he opened up to me a little bit, I feel like. And maybe spice it up a little bit too, and just be like, this is something I haven't told anyone before. To really spice it up a little bit, right? Really spice that thing up. But bring it back to her and just be like, but what about you? I wanna hear about you. And if it's too personal, just let me know. But like, what was that moment for you, if you don't mind me asking? That's a really fucking deep, great conversation right there. Girls are gonna fucking love you if you can talk to her like that. That's how the 20% should be put back on her, and it keeps her talking the entire time. And when she is talking, you're just like, how'd that make you feel? What were your friends thinking when you were going through this? Did they even know? Like, really deep questions like that that get her thinking is gonna keep her interested. Here's another 2 for you, the final 2. Always break the touch barrier, and never ask for date 2. Let her wonder. Women always fucking, and people, not only women, but beta males. Beta males and women get fucking pissed when I say that. Make her wonder. Let her wonder, right? But it's just the facts. If you show her everything right off the bat, she's like, well, I have nothing to work for now. Like, this guy just gave me everything, and he probably just gives everybody everything, right? Because he doesn't have a lot of options, and like, he's easy. Women don't want a man that's easy. That's something I have to teach the guys in my program constantly. We taught with Brett, be a challenge, right? ABC, always be a challenge. So you need to let her wonder. It needs to be a romance story, like it's unraveling as you go. If it's just, the movie just starts and it's like, oh, girl gets mad at guy, and then girl kisses guy, and then they fucking make love, and now they're married. 8-second movie, right? That's the entire romance movies condensed down to about 10 seconds right there, right? They meet, they're attracted to each other. Oh, other person comes in. Oh, other person comes in and kisses her. Now there's some drama, and then he comes back and she realizes that she still loves him, and now they get back together and they fuck and they make babies. That's the entire romance series. But if they just gave that to you, you wouldn't like it as much. They want to build the drama. They want to build the romance, right? There's not a coincidence that romance novels are the #1 selling genre by far of all time. Not even close to anything else. Not even close to mysteries, not even close to horror stories. It's romance novels are fucking astronomically larger in proportion to sales as any other genre of all time, probably combined, to be honest. I'd have to look into that, but I would bet it's combined. Why is that? There ain't no guys out there reading no fucking romance novels, right? I have never read a romance novel in my fucking entire life. Ever. You probably haven't either if you're a guy watching this, right? I've watched 50 Shades of Grey one fucking time. I thought it was good, but I'm not a romance novel guy. I don't give a fuck. It's all women that are reading that shit. And why is that? They want that. They secretly desire that. They want something that's going to unravel slowly over time. That's what it is. I didn't make women. That's just the facts of the story. They want that, right? That's what they want. And so you need to let her wonder and work for you a little bit and be a challenge. That's how we got Brett his first date ever, and that's how we already crushed the first date. They didn't give it to her all at once. If you do those things, your chances of getting a second date are significantly higher. Never ask for a second date, right? Never ask for a second date. Break the touch barrier, give her a hug, right? Let her smell your good cologne, right? Tickle her maybe a little bit, poke her side, like, are you ticklish? Poke her side, pull back. That's how you break the touch barrier slowly throughout the date. It makes the kiss so much easier, as Brett got, as you can see. And so, you guys always ask me, a couple of you guys ask me actually, pretty much daily, you guys inquire about my program. And so, there is a call link in the description below. You can book in a call with me and talk to me personally about my program, and we'll get you onboarded into the program. A lot of guys ask about the price. It's 3.5K on the call. You can also break that down to smaller chunks, like 500-ish per month, 300-ish, and I think 120-ish per month over 36 months. So there's are options if like the finances aren't like 6-figure level and like, you know, maybe your first 1 hour, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But a lot of guys ask about the price. And so if you guys do struggle with that, let me know and we'll get you back into the game and attract that quality girl. So I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating. And if you guys need my help personally, make sure to reach out to me on Instagram and Facebook and comment down below some questions that you guys might have about dating and romance or relationships. And so I will see you guys in the next video.